Good afternoon. My name is April Aaron. I am in Ms. Professor Forbes' Psychology Class 101 summer course. And today I'm recording Psychological Disorder Assignment 2. The question was, how has my belief, ethnic, race, or religion affected my view of the world? How do I cope with the similarities and differences? And how do I deal with its challenges? And what is the experience of the results of this? Well, the answer number one, my belief in God is what holds me together. It has really been a bond with God that has had me to look at the world as if they needed him the most. We all need God. We all need a higher authority to see for our needs, to help us work together, to help us become one. Because there is only one race, and that is the human. We are all bleed the same. We just happen to be different colors. I've really dealt with similarities even on my job. My title is PCT, that is Patient Care Technician. I'm also a phlebotomist, a CENA, patient observator, hospice care worker, you name it, I've done it. I have dealt with various patients, different background, different religions, and I've treated them all the same with the utmost indignity and respect. And I feel that if we all did that, we will become together as one. We can. It's just no other option. We can love one another. I face many challenges in diverse hospitals, and where you have a Caucasian patient that does not want a Black patient care tech. They do not want somebody who is of African American ancestry to deal with them. But you have to show people love, compassion, and let them know that, hey, even though I'm a African American, my background is Black, I still love you and I still care about you. I care about your care. I care that you get better. I care that you will get better. We're in this together. I worked through the pandemic. I've had to put patients that met their demise due to the virus. I've had to put them in body bags. And yes, they were Caucasian, they were Black, they were Asian descent. We had to do it all. I've had to clean up grown men to little children. It did not matter. And I feel like the challenges that we face, it makes us better because we can choose to treat someone harsh, or we can choose to treat them with love and dignity and with respect. The challenges that we face today does not have to define our tomorrow. We can always work through it. We can always gravitate back to the Lord. Prayer, constantly seeking him, constantly asking God to help us with wisdom, constantly seeking him can help us be a better person. Because it's him that makes the difference. He knew what he created, and he knew what he created was beautiful. It's mankind that thinks differently. And we have to realize that God's plan is always going to be better than man's. So we have to concentrate on working through the similarities, coping with them. Hey, it doesn't matter if that person is a different color. Doesn't matter if that person doesn't like you at first. Because at the end of the day, a lot of the patients, they did not like me because of my color, end up being the best patients I've ever had. Telling my management like, oh no, we want her. We want her back. We want her to come and take care of us, take care of my mom, take care of my dad. You know, I've had patients bring me flowers. I've had patients to say, oh God, we love her. Because of the fact that I proved to them that it isn't about color, it's about love. And I cope with it a lot, you know, with hospitals and different places I've ever worked at. it's through love and compassion we can overcome it all. And some of the incorrect assumptions that people have made about me is they feel like, well, they look at this face and they say, well, she's got a little stern. She got a little fire up on her. And I can be very silly. I love to have a good time. I love to be compassionate. My whole personality is that. I love people. And when you love people, you can't go wrong. You just can't, you know. It's just that, you know, my face sometimes when I'm in the zone and I'm all about business, people just be like, oh, God, what is she doing? But no, it's not like that. I am the most bubbly person. I love what I do. I love humanity. And I'm praying for human beings to really come together and love one another. And some of the assumptions that I made about people were some of the same. Like, oh, she's mean. But no, some of them have been the most kind people to me ever. I've had neighbors who would be looking like, oh gosh, she not neighborly. Yes, just got to get to know someone, got to get to know who they are, know who they, you know, what their background is. Everybody has a beautiful history, and we all need to learn to share it. That's all. It's no big deal. Hey, that's how it is in life. And the third question, in response to the rioting occurring across the country, my thoughts, my fears, my anxiety, I haven't really experienced really the anxiety part. I've felt more sorrow. I felt more of that we're just lost. And, you know, it doesn't have to come to that. Violence has never solved any problem. It's like if both sides fight, there's nobody left standing. You know, if I'm a black cop or a white cop shoots a black person, or a black person gets shot by somebody white, or vice versa, anywhere, any color, any creed, the problems that occur, we can all bring it to the table. Rioting never solves anything. It really doesn't make any sense. Looting has never, it didn't work in the 60s and 70s, and it sure ain't working now in the millennium. You know, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, come on. You know, and I think it's sad that we have to live in fear due to the fact that people are trying to tear up our country, sow discord among brethren. It really hurts me. And I look at my daughters. I have 4 daughters that me and my husband are trying to raise and guide them in the right way. And I teach them that, you know, you cannot fear the world because you got to be about you. This is reality. But it doesn't have to be your reality. You have to choose this day, you know, that I'm going to take a stand. I don't have to follow any group. You don't have to sacrifice anything to take a bow down to any kind of craziness. You don't have to, you know, because it never solves anything. But if you stand up for right, truthfulness, it will always win. It will always win. We can stand on it. We can believe it because it is something worth fighting for. Now that is worth fighting for. Loving another human being, caring for another human being, that is worth fighting for. And that is worth standing for the good, you know. And I feel like today we have so much violence and our children are just seeing that. You know, my fears and my emotions are that of sadness. I really don't have a fear. I'm not really afraid of it, but it's an emotion of sadness, and that I wish that the love can be spreaded, you know, without the violence, without rioting, without tearing up a community. We can make it happen. We have to make it happen. We have to become together because that's the only how we can make it work. That's the only how we can make it work. We have to start loving. We have to start caring about it. We have to start caring about other people. You know, it's worth it. It truly is. Thank you. Have a great afternoon.